right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of me calling random games. I am Dr. Delay. It's not so random, actually. I do a lot of Pirates baseball. That just seems to be how it goes. Today, of course, we do have the Pirates as they try to get the sweep against the Giants, the San Francisco Giants. Losers of 5 in a row. The Pirates have won 4 in a row. Pirates have been on a tear. I did just find out, though, that Brian Hayes, longtime third baseman for the Pirates, has just been traded to the Reds. I don't know the return. I'll try to get information when I can. I thought I had Jeff Passan. But yeah, no. Thank you. I just noticed that as well. I forgot to change the scoreboard. Look at me go. I'm just a bum. There we go. No, that's I didn't even update it from yesterday. Look at me. I'm just a bot. I'm a total bot. That's what I am. I thought I had everything ready, and yet here I am, last minute, on the stream, changing the scoreboard. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Brian Hayes getting traded. We'll see how his career goes now that he's away from the Pirates. Should hit a lot better, I would assume. Hello, Sanders finally got his first team reps against the first team defense. He ran a second team and went 2 for 3. Okay, interesting. I don't really make too much of training camp statistics. I don't think that's really important personally. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I think Shador's going to have a really tough task to make the team with all this off the field and all that stuff. So we'll see, though. Thank you, of course, for stopping by the Ultimate Sports Network. Appreciate you, man. And as I said earlier, again, the Pirates going for the sweep. Feel free to vote. Let me know how you think. Let me check the votes here. Let's see. The Pirates, all 3 votes. Who's playing third base? Yeah, no, it's going to be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Liover Peguero moves to short. I'll go ahead and kind of tell you the Pirates lineup here since they are batting first. Spencer Horwitz batting. He's leading off. He's at first. McCutchen is DHing. Reynolds in right. Cruz in center. Gonzalez at second. Sawinski in left. Davis is catching. Peguero is at short. And Isaiah Kiner-Falefa at third. Starting pitcher for the Giants, he's a good one. Logan Webb, 9-8 record, 3.38 ERA, WHIP of a 1.24. Last 7 starts, though, have not been kind to him, as he's 3-3 with a 5.23. So he's been struggling as of late. So that's good news for the Pirates. But of course, the Pirates are a good team to try to get back on track of. So we'll see. Sanders will prove everyone wrong, especially if we pick it out. We'll see. Again, I guess I'm a naysayer. I'm not really a Sanders fan, but we'll see. We'll try to cover him as much as possible this preseason. I'm interested to see how he'll do. All right, leading off, as I mentioned earlier, is Spencer Horwitz. He's batting .248, OPS of .668, 3 homers and 23 RBIs on the season. And yeah, no, I did see that Pickett got injured, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I do have a soft spot in my heart for Kenny, despite his, non-success and his failures, if you will, in Pittsburgh. Though again, he was handed Matt Canada. That's always a tough one. That is tough. As I said again, Logan Webb is the starting pitcher. And we'll go over the Giants lineup whenever they are at bat. And if you didn't hear, again, Brian Hayes did get traded. Yes, Seth, yeah. He got traded. I'm still unsure what he got traded for. I didn't see that part of it. So if you guys find out, let me know. That is cool. Spencer Horwitz, he's 27. Yeah, age 27, middle-aged guy. Not really. I'm older than him. I guess I'm a middle-aged guy. Again, I promise we'll get underway. Just there we go. All right. So Horwitz is stepping into the box. Webb is on the mound. He winds up, and here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 93 on the gun. 0-1 count here to Spencer Horwitz. The new look Pirates, they are sellers. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball foul. You're in football mode? Hey, I'm always in football mode. I don't know. Again, I don't really, as far as training camp statistics, I mean, shoot. I mean, to me, that's really a nothing. That's a nothing burger, in my opinion. 0-2 count. Here's Horwitz is going to step out. We do know that Kenny Pickett was a preseason, he was very good in the preseason the last 2 years, or in his 2 years in Pittsburgh. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside ball one. So, preseason doesn't really carry over to the regular season. 1-2 count here to Spencer Horwitz. As Webb delivers the 1-2. That's going to be in there. Called strike 3, 84-mile-per-hour changeup. Gets him on the outside corner. That'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. McCutchen is batting at 247. OPS of 703, 10 homers, and 34 RBIs on the year. Don't think he'll get traded. Think he's on the no-trade list. We'll see. Here is the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Strike one. Hello, Butterfly. How's it going? 0-1 count here to McCutchen as Webb. Wind up and the pitch. That's going to be high for ball one. From what I hear, it sounds like right now Dylan will start his first preseason. Okay. That's cool. Cool. 5 likes. Nice. Oh, of course, you're very welcome, Butterflies. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-1 count. Feel this game? Yes, I was actually trying to tune in to JJ, and he said it was a rain delay. 2-1 count here to McCutchen. Webb kicks and deals. That's going to be way inside ball 3. I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. I'm a little tired. I'm just tired all the time as of late. I don't know why. That's not good. But I'll live. 3-1 counts for McCutchen as Webb delivers the 3-1. That's going to be ball 4. He bat flips that very well. That's very nice looking bat flip there. So McCutchen heads to first, and that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. I know he's been underachieving this year. A lot of questions to see if he would be on the move, but I don't know if anyone would take the contract with how he's playing. Batting 232, OPS of 662, 10 homers and 51 RBIs on the year. Runner on first, 1 out. Here is the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. Sounds like it'll be Dylan Sanders, Flacco. Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I figured would happen. I am off today. Yes, I'll be working, of course, tomorrow. So no baseball games tomorrow. But we got the Hall of Fame game, of course, tomorrow night. I will be doing that. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 2. Denny, how's it going? Let's go, Bucks. Yes. Going for the sweep. Can they get it done? Pirates randomly play well, then they'll go on a huge losing streak or a slump. They'll go 1-9 in their next 10 or something. That's usually how it goes. It's usually how it goes for the Pirates. As Webb sets it. Oh, we got a little call for time. 5 likes. Yeah, again, welcome. Thank you, everyone. Lots of early games. Yes, Wednesdays are usually a nice early a day, usually with the Saturdays and Sundays. Well, Saturdays are still some evening games. Here's the 2-0. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Do you like Matt Chapman? I don't hate Matt Chapman. I don't really have an opinion on Chapman. He's a good player. Chapman is a good player. Very good player. 2-1 count. Webb looks over at first, sets, and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Martin Emerson confirmed ACLs, Tari? Achilles. Oh, it's Achilles. Okay. Interesting. That's not good. Said here about Hayes trade. No, nothing. Well, yeah, I don't know either, Denny. I'm still trying to hear that. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be chopped foul. Yeah, I'm kind of I know nothing about what we got back. I really hope they were some, bats in the minors, like, some prospects that can hit. We don't really need any more pitching. We already have all this talent as far as pitching is concerned in the minor leagues. We need some bats. Here's the 2-2, and that's going to be fouled back. 4 likes. Nice. Yeah, no. Again, if you like what you see, folks, like and subscribe. Definitely helps out the channel. Man on first, 2-2 count, 1 out here at the top of the first. 0-0 is the score. Of course, we just now are getting underway as Webb sets and delivers. That's going to be a ground ball to second. There's one at second. And no, Reynolds is able to beat it out, so no double play there. Though Reynolds, I'm sure, is pretty frustrated. Again, he's just had a rough year. That'll bring up O'Neal Cruz. O'Neal Cruz batting .219, OPS of 740, 17 homers, and 44 RBIs. Also has 34 stolen bases. He has been flying on the base paths. Webb delivers. That's going to be below the knees for ball 1. Count is 1-0 to O'Neal Cruz. Again, a man on at first. 2 outs in the top of the second. Here, or top of the first, pardon me. 2 outs. That's what I meant. I'm an idiot. That's going to be outside ball 2. Count is 2-0 to Cruz. Webb delivers. Checked his swing. Did he go? The umpire says he went. Cruz, little confused look on his face. I don't know. Have to check the replay. Oh, I don't think he went, personally. 2-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. O'Neal Cruz is a ground out guy. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah. That's usually him. He's an all or nothing player. 2-2 count. Cruz is going to step out. Browns first preseason. Yes, I actually just made the thumbnail not too long ago. Love the way you put up the players. Yes, I do want to try to show you who's at the plate. Here is the 2-2. That's in the dirt. The ball got away, but it bounced off Cruz right back to Bailey. So a little bit of luck there. We'll keep Reynolds at first. Just a breaking ball in the dirt. And yeah, no, it just bounced right off Cruz. Right back to Bailey. Count is 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Cruz. No hits there for the Pirates. We head to the bottom of the first. Your score, 0-0. And once again, folks, you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. I am a Pittsburgh fan, but of course I do a lot of San Francisco games. I do bounce around Major League Baseball. Why? Well, hey, if I'm a Pirates fan and I get sick and tired of watching the Pirates, that's pretty much why. The Giants starting lineup: Ramos, Devers, Adames, Chapman, Smith, Lee, Schmidt, Yastrzemski, and Bailey. Best college football jerseys? Ooh, that's a good question. A lot of good ones. I'd have to really think about that. I don't know. Today I'd probably feel differently than I'd say yesterday. I don't know. USC has some nice ones. UCLA, I like that light blue and gold. That's a nice. Ohio State has some nice ones. Pitt even has some nice ones. Florida State, again, there's just a lot of them. A lot of them that are really good. Mike Burrows is the pitcher for the Pirates today. He is 1-3, ERA of a 4.15, WHIP of a 1.33. Last 7 games, 4.08. So just league average. He's an average guy. We'll take it. That's not too shabby at all. Leading off for the Giants whenever we do return from commercial break is going to be Heliot Ramos. Batting .268, OPS of 768, 14 homers and 50 RBIs. For you, it's Ohio State. Yeah, I mean, they do have some nice ones. Again, if anyone finds out what in the world the Pirates got back for Cabrian Hayes, let us know. That is crazy. I have notifications on. I'm waiting. I didn't see anything. But it is what it is. Again, here's Burrows. 4.15, again, pretty league average. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike as the bottom of the first gets underway. Burrows kicks and deals. That's going to be inside for ball 1. Pirates again going for the sweep. That usually means we're going to struggle against Colorado. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Horowitz, nice play. Steps on the bag for out number 1. Nice little snag by Horowitz. That'll bring up Rafael Devers. Devers batting .256, OPS of .839, 19 homers, and 73 RBIs. And I know I've made a big deal about it every time I call a Giants game, but he is not exactly doing what he did in Boston. 702 OPS as a Giant breaking ball upstairs, ball 1. There you can see the statistical comparisons. The ones that are dark gray on the screen can show you the difference in statistics there between the teams. Here is the pitch. That's going to be low, ball 2. Pittsburgh got, they got something. I don't know. Here is the 2-0. That's going to be ripped, but that one is foul. 95 on the gun. Reliever Taylor Rogers and prospect Sammy Stafura. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to look at that. Taylor Rogers. I know that name. 2-1 counts. Here for Rafael Devers. Burrows kicks and delivers. That's going to be hits, and that's going to go foul. Really don't watch preseason football. I just watch real. Yeah, that's really me for the most part. But, since I've just started the channel, we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of using it as practice. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Devers. And that'll bring up Willie Adames. Adames is batting .238, OPS of .740, 16 homers and 57 RBIs. He's a shortstop. How's he hit? That's really, I don't care about his fielding. I don't. We have too many good field, or we had. I'm just saying with Hayes, he was a great fielder, just couldn't hit. That's going to be inside for ball 1, breaking ball, just missing. 1-0 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. 0-0 is the score. Burrows delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. That's all that the Reds got, the Pittsburgh got, Reds won. I don't know about that one. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be low for ball 2. I think it was to just dump Hayes. That's exactly why I think it was kind of a win, because you're paying almost, it was $8.8 million a year, $9 million. I don't know. It was a lot of money a year for a guy that just his OPS was below 600. And I always pulled for Hayes. But you just got to hit. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be fouled back, 2-2. Hammer last night. Okay, well, hey, that's a nice send-off. I'm pulling for him. I hope he can hit. I feel like the Pirates, I don't know. I feel like he might play better as a, just the fact that he got away from the Pirates. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be chopped foul. But you got to hit at the big league level. You really do. And he just couldn't do it. They're showing a play that Hayes made last night. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Change-up. Nice change-up there. Got him with the both strikeouts there. We head to the top of the second. Your score is 0-0. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Yeah, it definitely helps me out a lot. Again, I've been doing this since opening day. Of course, football's just right around the corner, so definitely, if you're a fan of either sport, definitely check this channel out. Currently happening, Braves and Royals 0-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Astros leading the Nationals 6-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Cubs all over the Brewers 8-3 in the top of the 6th, and that is pretty much it. There are some final scores. Blue Jays defeat the Orioles 9-8. Tigers over the Diamondbacks 7-2, and the Red Sox all over the Twins today 13-1. Let's see. Sammy stats: 4 homers, 48 RBIs, 254 batting. Well, I need to look at it. Had to love his glove or arm. Triolo. Again, I mean, why? I mean, we need hitters. We need hitters. I mean, you're not going to win with the best fielding team of baseball. And we're not even that. We need to score. Yeah, well, I mean, it's only the second inning, or about to be. Let's get 400. Well, I don't know if that'll happen today. But again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. Just got to 350 yesterday. So, again, thank you guys so much. I mean, again, just clicking on this stream helps me out so much. I really do appreciate you guys. I really do. Nick Gonzalez will be due up whenever we do return to San Francisco. He's batting .253 OPS of .709, 5 homers, and 16 RBIs on the season. As they're still in commercial break. We are returning. All right, they're showing the Sammy Stafura playing low A ball. That's going to be inside ball 1. Again, I'll have to look up some more stuff. I guess I can try to find more information for you guys. 1-0 count to Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a breaking ball low for ball 2. 2-0 count here to Nick Gonzalez. Webb begins the windup and the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Soto is not in the Mets lineup today. Well, I guess it's an off day. Could have DH'd him. I don't know. Maybe he's hurt. Showing some more statistics and highlights for him. Here's the 2-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Per reports, Cubs, Guardians working on trade involving Tucker. Ooh. Interesting. I don't know why the Cubs would sell or get rid of a bat here. That's going to be inside ball 3. Oh, it hit him. Okay, that one was close. I don't know. Webb it doesn't seem like he agreed with the call there that he got hit. This season, okay, so Sammy Stafura, 804 OPS in 88 games. Again, of course, this is in the low A. Taylor Rogers is a really good bullpen arm. He's been in the majors for 10 years now. That's going to be in there for a called strike. This is Jack Sawinski. I'm a big fan, but he just needs to perform, please, at this point. Come on. 109 OPS of .391, 1 homer, 2 RBIs. 0-1 count here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. Count is 1-1 to Jack Sawinski. Webb delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Call the guard. Hey, call it, man. Do what you want to do. 1-2 count. Webb sets on the 1-2 and continues to struggle. Still pulling for him, but man, we got to start performing. That'll bring up Henry Davis, batting .173, OPS of .543, 4 homers and 12 RBIs. He has struggled as of late. I mean, last 7 games he has no hits, so that is not good. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a call strike. That one was well below the zone. Davis doesn't like the call, and I don't blame him. Webb is playing good today, but he's struggling with base runners. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. So far, so good. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-2. Oh and 2 count. Runner on first. 1 out here in the top of the second. 0-0 is your score. Here is the pitch. Called strike 3. Davis just couldn't do nothing looking at those pitches. That'll bring up Liover Peguero. Batting .263 OPS of .807, 1 homer and 2 RBIs on his very young season. Here is the pitch. That's going to be right down the middle for a called strike. 0-1 counts. Butterfly says, let's go. Webb delivers. That's going to be outside ball 1. Count is 1-1 to Liover Peguero. Webb sets and delivers. That's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And Yastrzemski mishandles it. And unfortunately, Gonzalez wasn't really looking, though he will, of course, take second. May have had third, but it is what it is. All right, that'll bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's batting .265, OPS of .637, 1 homer and 26 RBIs. Subscribe and like. Again, thank you very much. They came out with new sour power. I have no idea what that means. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Pirates kind of threatening here. Runners on first and second, though there is 2 outs. Webb delivers. That's going to be high for ball 1. Anthony, how's it going? It's going well. It's going well. Thank you for stopping by, Anthony. Got some Pirates-Giants for you. Webb looks back at second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt. That's going to be low, ball 2. Handled well by Bailey. Pirates again, threatening a little bit here. We'll see what happens. Will the Giants get more than 2 hits versus the Buccos? Stellar pitching today. They only managed 2 last night. Wow. I didn't even know that. 2-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. Giants fans clapping. Standing ovation for the young fan that he made a nice catch. Oh, yeah, that's a nice catch. 2-2 count. Webb sets and fires. That's going to be hit, and that's going to go foul. That one was well above the zone. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Top of the second. 2 men on. Twos are wild. 2s are indeed wild as Webb sets and delivers. That's going to be inside. Ball 3. Was IKF a New York Yankee? Yes, he was a New York Yankee. He was also a Ranger as well. 3-2 counts. Webb sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. They got him. A pitch below the zone looked good. He struck him out. We head to the bottom of the second. Your score is 0-0. And as Butterfly is saying again, don't forget to hit the like button. Definitely subscribe if you really like what you see. If you're a Pirates fan, hey, come on. What are you doing? Like, what else do I have to dress up as? Like, seriously. Come on. Look at that. And also, of course, if you're a sports fan in general, if you are a Giants fan, I do a lot of Giants games. Of course, it is, Sean has been here for a very long time. He's a Giants fan, so I do a lot of Giants games because, well, hey, I have some Giants fans that have subscribed here. So there you go. The Giants are like another team that I just get in the rotation quite a bit. So hopefully you like the sound of that. Of course, if you are a football fan as well, definitely like and subscribe. We'll be doing a lot of football in the near future. So that's just how it goes. Well, good luck there, Ultimate. Good luck. But yeah, again, if you like what you see, folks, like and subscribe. Due up for the Giants is going to be Matt Chapman, Dominic Smith, and Jung-Hoo Lee. Again, the Giants have lost 5 in a row. They can kind of feel that it's getting a little tight there in the NL wild card race. They had a firm grip on it, but they are fading and fading fast. They may drop below 500 today if they don't get their act together. Due up again whenever we do return from commercial is going to be Matt Chapman, batting .240 OPS of .804, 16 homers, and 42 RBIs. How was vacay? It was good. It was good. Nice and relaxing. Now I'm tired, though, so I don't know. I don't know if it was a good trade-off. No, it was a good trade-off. It was fun. Thank you, of course. I know some of you guys definitely tuned in for my replacement, my dad, who came in. That's going to be in there for a called strike to Chapman. And, of course, as always, you're welcome, Sean. 0-1 count here for Chapman. Here is the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. 1-1 count for Matt Chapman. Oh, I just realized that is a little bit low. Here is the pitch. That's going to be inside. Ball 2. 96 on the gun. Count is 2-1. Burrows sets and delivers. That's going to be popped up. Davis running back, but looks like that's going to become a souvenir. Phillies game is getting postponed. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, man. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to left. But Sowinski is already under it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. All right, that'll bring up Dominic Smith. He's batting .255, OPS of .722, 2 homers and 11 RBIs. Again, thank you very much, guys. I know he really enjoyed it. He's trying to push me off. He's trying to get back on here as quick as possible. Here is the pitch to Smith. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. 1-0 count to Dominic Smith. Burrows delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Once again, 0-0 is the score here in San Francisco. A 1 out here in the bottom of the second. 1-1 count. Burrows begins the windup, and here is the pitch. That's going to be a fastball in the outside corner for a called strike. Count is 1-2 to Dominic Smith. 2 more likes to 10. Nice. As it looks like Burrows and Smith are going to step off at the same time. I don't know who called what time, or if they both called time. All right, Burrows begins the pitch. That's going to be inside. Almost hit him. Ball 2, breaking ball, broke too much there. Good grief, just got in the car and says 108. Yeah, it is hot. It is hot here. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be a tapper to first. Horowitz steps on the bag for out number 2. It is hot everywhere, I believe. All right, that'll bring up Jung-Hoo Lee. Started off the season really good, but has struggled. Has struggled pretty much since the end of May. Batting .251, OPS of .717, 6 homers and 43 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. For San Francisco, always a hot weather. Yeah, I'm in California. It's pretty brutal out there. Though I feel like, I don't know, isn't there like an area of California where it's not too bad? I can't remember if San Francisco was in that area. 99 degrees in Austin. I know it's in the 90s earlier. I was outside earlier. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Let me actually see how. 94 here in my part of Texas. Feels like 108. So there you go. Here is the 0-2. That's going to be a ground ball. Nice play by Gonzalez. Throws to first. What a play by Nick Gonzalez. Great play. Moving to his right. Throwing to his left while fading back, of course. Looking really good. We head to the top of the third. Your score is 0-0. Michael, thank you for stopping by. Just hit the like button. Yes, you just demolished the like button. Oh, my goodness. Hopefully you didn't break the screen there. 93. Yeah, I was just up in Pennsylvania. It was great weather. I was in the 80s, low 80s, actually, when I was up there. As soon as I left, it started getting hot, apparently. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Been doing this since opening day. A lot of Pirates, but I do bounce around Major League Baseball, so it's not just a Pirates channel. Now, if the Pirates were to actually be good, I mean, I don't know. We would probably do a lot more Pirates games, so I do bounce around. Let's see here. In the top of the 8th, the Braves and Royals are tied at 0 apiece. The Astros leading the Nationals 9-1 as they head to the bottom of the 7th. The Cubs lead the Brewers 8-3 in the top of the 7th. In the top of the 1st, the Mets and Padres are tied at 0 apiece. Final scores. The Blue Jays defeated the Orioles 9-8. The Tigers defeated the Diamondbacks 7-2. And the Red Sox defeated the Twins 13-1. Due up for the Pirates whenever we get back is going to be Spencer Horwitz. So, there you go. Los Angeles feels like 104. That is tough. Likes and dislikes also. Yeah, I guess dislikes do count. Jones carted off. Isn't he like the offensive tackle? Nobody dislikes the doctor. Actually, I got a dislike yesterday. I did. For some reason, people were disliking Trisk was getting some dislikes for some reason. Maybe I don't know. But I did get a dislike yesterday, so maybe we're just not likable anymore. I don't know. All right, Spencer Horwitz is going to be up at the plate. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 84 on the outside corner. Again, thank you for tuning in today. Pittsburgh, San Francisco 0-0 here in the top of the 3rd. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Very quickly, 0-2. If you like or dislike this channel, it still helps the doctor. There we go. Hey, I'll take it. 0-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. Views matter? Yes, views do matter. Again, just clicking on this stream is just a huge thank you for clicking on this little streamer. 1-2 count. Webb begins the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 strikeouts there for Horwitz. That's going to bring up Andrew McCutchen. He walked in the 1st inning. Batting .247, OPS of .705, 10 homers, 34 RBIs. Yeah, they probably did. I mean, I'm so close to actually pulling the plug on that guy. I really am. I am so close. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. I'm going to have to lose. I know he has he has one account at least that subscribed to the channel. I don't know if he has more accounts that Anyway, here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside ball 1. I can't speak. More accounts that subscribe. I don't know, but he's just kind of toxic. 1-1 counts. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. A strike 2 to Andrew McCutchen. Webb. Struggling as of late, though today so far so good. Last 7 starts, ERA north of 5. Webb delivers the 1-2. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 2. Of course, the Pirates are a pretty good team to, hey, let's get your mojo back. The Pirates are a good team to face. I think they're still the lowest scoring team in the league. Got to head out. Go Giants, God bless. Hey, take care, Sean. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you, man. Here is the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes McCutchen. All right, that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. 0-for-1 did reach on a fielder's choice. Batting .231, OPS of .660, 10 homers and 51 RBIs on the year. Webb delivers the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Mets are struggling against the Padres, so that's tough. Giants fans probably don't like the sound of that. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. That one was well inside. So 1-1. Webb delivers the 1-1. That's going to be inside for ball 2. The dock is in. Hey, District Nation, how's it going? Hope all is well. Thank you for stopping by. I think I saw that you're doing the Red Wings earlier or later today. That's going to be chopped foul. 2-2. 2-2 counts. here for Brian Reynolds. Nobody on. As Reynolds did ask for time, so I do apologize for that little delay there on Dr. Delay. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be just low for ball 3. Here is the 3-2. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Ball was in the dirt. He's just going to tag Reynolds as we head to the bottom of the third. Your score is still 0-0. Red Wings at 6:50. Okay, look at that. There we go. Yeah, I know that dang Apple TV can be so annoying. I don't like that. It's just they're just taking all their money. The NFL is really bad at that. MLB now, they're spreading their stuff out, and it's just like, man, the average person cannot do that anymore. They really, sports leagues just hate their fans. They do not care about us. It is what it is, though. But yeah, good luck with that. I'll try to stop by. Again, due up for the Giants is going to be Schmidt, Yastrzemski, and Bailey. The Giants have yet to record a hit today. Of course, the Pirates only have one. And, of course, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. It definitely helps out the channel. Yesterday we got to 350. So, again, thank you very much. It really does mean a lot. Again, you've helped me out. It was not too long ago. I was at 30 subscribers at opening day. So, from 30 to 350. That's pretty good. So, again, thank you guys. And there is a poll. I'm trying to find the poll here. Definitely see what's going on here. So who's going to win the final game of the series? 74% of you guys think the Pirates get the sweep. 24 or 25 or 26%. I cannot look at the screen apparently. Think the Giants are going to win. 8 Apple TV. I can't call Friday primetime. Yeah, that's tough. You can't stand Apple TV. It is not a good broadcast. You're right. They have all that money, and yet they can't seem to get a good broadcast. All right, we are returning to action here in San Francisco where the score is 0-0. Casey Schmidt is going to be at the plate, batting .242, OPS of 702, breaking ball in there for a called strike on the inside corner as we return to San Francisco. 0-0 is the score here in the bottom of the third. Yeah, 30, nice. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. Again, if you are a baseball fan, definitely check out District Nation. Does a great job. Also football. He does football as well. Someone get him to 31, 32 right here on the stream. That'd be cool. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. 20 likes. That'd be a cool goal. Be a very good goal. 1-2. Burrows. Wind up and the pitch. That's going to be fouled back, so the count remains at 1-2. Showing Bob Melvin, the Giants manager, as Burrows delivers the 1-2. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. I would like to see that side angle there. Count is 2-2 to Schmidt as Burrows delivers the 2-2. That's going to be fouled yet again as Schmidt stays alive. See, how is he doing recently here? Well, not exactly doing that great. OPS, that's 641 in the last 7 games. 2-2 count here to Schmidt. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball in the dirt. He struck him out. That is Burrows' third strikeout of the game, and that'll bring up Mike Yastrzemski. He's batting .230, OPS of 685, 8 homers and 28 RBIs. He's had a down year as well. Took the NR, I'm not too sure what that means, as that's going to be in there for a call strike. The game, oh, you took the under. Yeah. Yeah, so far you are looking good. What a game, I know, right? 0-0. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a checked swing there. Did he go? He did not. So the count is 1-1. Had some nice action here despite the 0-0 scoreline. Burrows is pitching well. Gonzalez had a nice play earlier. But yeah, outside of that, I guess it's been pretty not so great. As that's going to be hit to left. But Sawinski is already under it and makes the catch for round number 2. An Adam ball, right? Adam. All right, that'll bring up Patrick Bailey. Bailey batting .207, OPS of .565, 2 homers and 28 RBIs. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for just watching and chatting. That definitely helps me out. Appreciate you guys giving this little streamer a chance. Here is the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Breaking ball just missing. ESPN has a terrible broadcast. They're okay. Definitely not what it used to be with John Miller. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. The Pirates may have gotten a call there, as I don't think that touched the strike zone. Doesn't look like it on the replay. 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. So 1-2 counts. One and two count here to Bailey. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt, ball 2. Holden, how's it going? Back-to-back streams. Thank you for stopping by. I think you commented, I think, on one of my shorts earlier, the Vikings power rankings. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle, but Peguero is there. He throws to first for out number 3. Nothing doing there for the Giants. No one's scoring today. We head to the top of the 4th. It is 0-0. Oh, man. Again, feel free to chat it up in the comments. I try to read as many comments as possible. Definitely like and subscribe if you like what you see. Even if you don't like what you see, I mean, why as well? Try to get the audience that doesn't like me either. I mean, that's fine. I can always do that. Again, this is a baseball channel, football channel. I know I am a Pirates fan, but I do bounce around. If there are any Giants fans here, I do give the Giants a lot of love. I mean, I have done a lot of Giants games as well, other than the Pirates. So, again, you'll be featured on this channel quite a bit. I don't know why in the world I just did what I just did. I closed out MLB Game Day. But yeah. So hopefully you like the sound of that. Of course, again, football is right around the corner. So if you are a football fan, definitely like and subscribe. We'll be doing a lot of football once football is here. Best broadcast to stream baseball is Fox. Fox is all right. They're okay. I think the local networks are really better. But as far as like nationally, yeah, I would say Fox is probably the best. All teams, yeah, no, it's really every single teams fans, maybe the Cowboys again. I'm just gonna have to. I'm kidding, kind of kidding. Oh, it's the Panthers. I got you, the Panthers. Due up for the Pirates is going to be O'Neal Cruz whenever we do return to coverage. That'll be fun. That'll be fun though, of course, to get to football season. Cowboys, Eagles, NFL kickoff. Anyway, O'Neal Cruz is coming to the plate. He's batting .218, OPS of .738, 17 homers, and 44 RBIs. He is 0 for 1 in this one. As Webb kicks and deals. That's going to be outside for ball 1. You want 6 over? Well, again, good luck. Good luck with your stream. 1-0 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. You're a Cowboy fan? Yeah, I know. I'll try to go easy on you guys. It's just so easy. Here is the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Again, if you're just joining in, it's 0-0. If you like offense, well, so far, I'm very sorry to report that only one hit in this one. One hit by the Pirates. as Webb delivers the 1-2. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 2. So the count is 2-2. Nobody on here in the top of the 4th. Webb has looked really good today as he delivers the 2-2. That's outside ball 3. Your Niners own the Cowboys. Niners have done well against the Cowboys. They have in the past few years. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. Rung him up on the outside corner. 85-mile-per-hour sweeper. Webb is looking really good today, as that's going to bring up Nick Gonzalez. He's batting .253, OPS of 713, 5 homers and 16 RBIs. He's my favorite MLB player. Ooh. I mean, it would be Andrew McCutchen. I know he's old and not what he was, but he would still be my favorite player. As that's going to be fouled back off the catcher there, so the umpire's going to come out and give him a little bit of time here and toss the ball to Webb. I believe Webb, how many strikeouts does Webb have? We'll go and look at it. He has 9 strikeouts. Webb is cruising along here. Gonzalez was hit by a pitch in the second inning. That was really close. It just like got a piece of him barely. All right, we're about to get back into action here as Webb steps back on the mound, but Gonzalez is actually still out of the batter's box. Now he is. He's back in. Webb delivers. That's going to be hit right up the middle. Almost took Webb's head off, as Gonzalez is going to get on for a single there. So Gonzalez has gotten on twice today. That'll bring up Jack Sawinski, who is one of many Pirates that has struck out today. It's 0 for 1, batting .108, OPS of 385. Again, I'm pulling for him. You won't find a bigger Sawinski supporter than I am, but at this point, you've really got to start performing. Here is the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 1. J.D. Martinez is my favorite. Used to be an Astro. Yeah? Okay, hey, he's a good player. You're more excited for NFL or college? NFL. 1-0 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 2. Your favorite is Matt Olson. Hey, he's a solid player as well. Lots of solid choices there. Lots of solid choices. 2-0 count. Webb delivers. That's going to be low for ball 3. So Webb maybe a little bit rattled that his, life almost ended. I mean, Nick Gonzalez, the line drive up the middle, almost took his head off. Here's the 3-0. That's going to be a ground ball, just foul. Your favorite is J. Ram. I guess it's Jose Ramirez. Yeah, he's another solid pick. I wish Jack would turn the corner. He has the speed, and he does. That's exactly why I'm so he is so close. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be outside ball 4. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, look at that. I still think about that 2023 OPS of 793, 26 home runs on only 440 at-bats. I'm just saying, man. It's a 30 home run guy right there if he can hit the ball. Anyway, we live in 2025 where he's not that good, but he did just draw a walk. That's going to bring up Henry Davis, batting .172, OPS of 539, 4 homers and 12 RBIs as we have a mound visit. So runners on first and second, 1 out. Top of the 4th, 0-0. Kwan is very close. Kwan is Stephen Kwan's really good. Contact hitter. I respect those players. They are very few and rare and far in between now. Giants bullpen coach. Yeah, no, he's talking right now. In fact, he just left. So Webb delivers the pitch. Davis hits this to center. Lee at the warning track makes a leaping grab for out number 2. Gonzalez will tag up, though, from second to third. A loud out number 2. Davis just missed it. All right, that's going to bring up Liover Peguero. It's batting .300. He's 1 for 1 on the day. OPS of .864, 1 homer and 2 RBIs on the season. Reminds you of Brady Anderson from the Orioles back in the day, well before the steroids. I'm not too familiar with the older players, but I will take your word for it. Again, runners on the corners, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. 0-0. Webb sets and delivers. That is in the dirt on ball 1. A lot of pitches in the dirt. Bailey has done a really good job behind home plate today. Peguero, another guy that's just trying to stay in the majors. Highly touted prospect for many years. As Webb sets on the 1-0 and delivers. That's going to be a sweeper in there for a called strike. 1-1 counts. And looks like Peguero's going to step off. Webb is at 74 pitches. He's pitched very well today. Running into a little bit of trouble here, though. Webb sets. And fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike, and man, did he get a call. That one was a little below the zone, well below the zone, really. So from 2-1, actually, it's 1-2. That's what it means. 1-2 counts. Webb sets. And a pickoff attempt, and Sawinski is back safe and sound. 2 more likes for 15. Nice. 13 likes. Thank you, guys. Center fielder during the Cal Ripken's time. Average power until the year he hit 50. Wow. That's a lot of power. Here is the 1-2. Checked his swing. That's way upstairs. Ball 2. Two and 2 count here for Liover Peguero. Webb sets on the 2-2 and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A big strikeout there. 10 strikeouts for Logan Webb. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Your score is still 0-0. That's right. You guys have scored as many runs as professional baseball players today. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Been doing baseball since opening day, and I will be, well, doing football, of course, very soon. In fact, tomorrow, Hall of Fame game. So if you are at work tomorrow, you want to listen to a little bit of what's going on, I got you covered for some NFL Hall of Fame game action. Of course, there'll be plenty more of football. I promise it's not just Steelers. I'll be doing every Steelers game, but I will be doing other games which you guys will vote on. So if there's any Niners fans here, and I know the Niners will play not many windows that aren't the Steelers windows, so you'll be able to vote on that afternoon window. Every single week you'll have votes on whatever the Steelers window is, pretty much the opposite one. You guys will be voting on that, and I'll call that game. So hopefully that sounds good to you. Same with college. I'll be doing a lot of college as well. So hopefully that sounds good and you like and subscribe. Due up for the Giants is going to be Ramos, Devers, and Adames. Again, the Giants don't have any hits, but this is the second time through, so they should have a little bit more success. At least that's what history tells us. Nice pitch by Webb. Yeah, no, he is pitching very good. What a strike. Yeah. Can you do Atlanta more often? I can try. I will try to get them in there a little bit more often, which I haven't really done them much this year. And that's because there's apparently a lot of Atlanta Braves streamers. So I've just kind of like, they're big streamers too. So I'm like, I don't know. But I'll try to work them in. I can't promise them all the time. But I will do what I can, since you're a Braves fan. So I really do try my best to try to appease all the subscribers. I know it's hard. Here is the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. But I can guarantee I'll call one more at least. At least one more game for the Braves before the season is over. 0-1 count here for Ramos. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a checked his swing, but I guess he didn't go. 1-1. 1-1 counts. Burrows delivers. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get through for a base hit in between short and third. So there we go. First hit of the day for... Why did I do that again? Oh, I know. I'm good. Never mind. I'm sorry. I thought I just exited out of the whole thing. I'm like, what am I doing? All right, Devers is 0 for 1, batting .256, OPS of 836. He's also, again, 0 for 1 on the day. Let's see here. You got Ravens beating the Steelers? I think they'll split. As Burrows sets and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike one. Who's pitching right now for the Giants? It's Webb, and I don't know. I think Webb's going to probably stay in for another inning or so. He's at 70-something. Webb gets sub, not as of now, no. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be in there, but he didn't get the call. So that's ball one. 1-1 count. Burrows looks over at first. Burrows sets and delivers. That's in there for a called strike as the count is 1-2. You see that Giants trade Tyler to the Mets. Tyler. Who was Tyler? I can't think of Tyler right now. Burrows sets on the 1-2 and fires. That's going to be fouled back. 97 on the fastball. You just need him to not get 19 pitching outs. Really? That's interesting. Huh. Well, good luck. Good luck with that. 1-2. Here is the pitch. That's going to be inside for ball two. 2-2. I'm assuming it's a bet. So, yeah, again, I do pull for all you guys. I know most of the time we all lose whenever we bet on sports. That's just how it works. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball three. I know I personally do not bet, but I know a lot of my friends do. Count is full. Runner on first here in the bottom of the fourth. 0-0 is the score in this one. As Burrows sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 88-mile-per-hour changeup beneath the knees. That is a strikeout pitch for him today. All right, that'll bring up Willie Adames, also 0 for 1. Batting .237, OPS of 739, 16 homers and 57 RBIs. Burrows sets and fires. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Sawinski quickly on it, throws it to third. Ramos will stay at second. All right, the Giants are threatening, and a good bat will come to the plate. Matt Chapman, batting .239, OPS of 802, 16 homers and 42 RBIs. Again, runners on first and second with just one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Giants looking to end this 5-game skid. And this may help them if they're able to push some runs across here as Burrows looks back at Ramos and delivers. Swing and a miss, hanging changeup. I felt like that one was going to get blasted. Chapman couldn't connect. 0-1. 0-1 count. Burrows sets and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Same spot to this time. It was a fastball. Let's go Giants again. Yes, they are definitely back to, or not back to back, but getting some hits here. 0-2 count here to Chapman. Looks back at second. Burrows sets. Looks back at second again. And delivers. Called strike three at the knees. The changeup is just doing it to the Giants. What a pitch. I think he's gotten at least four of his strikeouts were with the changeup. I can't remember the fifth. All right, that'll bring up Dominic Smith, batting .253, OPS of 715, 2 homers, 11 RBIs again. Once again, 0 for 1. As Burrows looks back at Ramos and delivers, that's going to be hit foul. Count is 0-1. Burrows sets and fires. That is way inside for ball one. Again, runners on first and second for the Giants. Favorite MLB team? Well, it's definitely the Pirates. Definitely the Pirates. 1-1 count. Burrows looks back and delivers. That's going to be hit to right. That's going to get down for a base hit. They may test Reynolds. Reynolds is throwing to second, so a run is going to score. The Giants open up the scoring here in the bottom of the fourth with a single. It is now 1-0. Dominic Smith with the RBI single. All right, that'll bring up Jung-Hoo Lee with runners on the corners, batting .250 OPS of .715, 6 homers, and 43 RBIs. Giants, again, they are still in the NL wildcard hunt. They have had an unfortunate stretch, so they're trying to turn it around here. As Burrows sets in, delivers, breaking ball in there for a called strike. Jack in the Box has the best hamburgers. I don't know about that one. I think I'll have to disagree there, Seth. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. What team? It's the Pirates. Pirates. I'm a Pirates, Steelers, pretty much everything Pittsburgh. Everything Pittsburgh. 0-2 count. Burrows sets and fires. That's going to be hit to left. Sawinski's diving catch makes the catch. What a play. Oh, man, just robbed the Giants of some more runs. We head to the top of the fifth. The Giants open up the scoring here. It is now 1-0 Giants. Let's see. Media keeps giving Ohio State. Well, I mean, Ohio State's going to be good regardless. Doctor, you know what we got? We got a reliever, Taylor Rogers. He's like a long-time reliever. Then we got a prospect, Sammy. What was his name again? I can try to look back up here. Sammy. What was it? Why can I not find it? Sammy Stafura. So we'll see. I mean, he's hitting. He has an OPS over 800 in single A. I mean, we'll take it. Again, we need somebody that can hit. So anyway, if you guys like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Appreciate you guys for even clicking on this video. Expected to be due up is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Whenever we do return to action in Strafura. Yeah, Strafura. It's batting .265, OPS of .635, 1 homer and 26 RBIs. Ohio State against the world. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know. People don't like Texas either. I know people don't like Ohio State. I'm not really a big fan of Ohio State myself. Not really a fan. Everybody looks great in low. Yeah, everyone does. Everyone does look good down there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Throwing the diving catch by Jack Sawinski. What a play. All right, here is the pitch. That's going to be outside for strike one. Yes, that one was indeed outside. Webb getting a call. 0-1 count here to Kiner-Falefa. As I don't know, they're not showing the game, so I'm assuming one of them stepped off. All right, here is the pitch. All right, he hits it to right center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Yastrzemski quickly on it, though. Throws it in. So a leadoff single for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. All right, that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. He's 0 for 2, batting .245, OPS of .662, 3 homers and 23 RBIs. Will I be doing Carolina Panthers football? Again, it's going to be, so every non-Steelers game, here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to right center, and that's definitely going to get down for a base hit, possibly 2 bases. Kiner Falefa's rounding third, heading for home. The throw to the plate is not in time. It is a tie game. 2 at-bats, and it's a tie game just like that. Wow, so again, that was a double by Horwitz. It's batting, McCutcheon is at the plate, batting .246, OPS of .703, 10 homers, 34 RBIs. So again, you guys will be voting for pretty much whatever window the Steelers aren't in. You'll be able to vote in that window. So if the Panthers have an afternoon window, they go out west. Same thing with the Chiefs, though they have a lot of afternoon games as is that's going to be low for ball 1. It's hard to explain it right now, but I don't know. I guess you'll have to see if you guys. I know you guys are subscribed, so I'll be putting up polls. You'll be able to vote on it. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Oh, he's throwing to third, and he is out. So Horwitz is retired. Interesting decision to run to third with the ground ball on the left side of the infield. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds. He's batting .231, OPS of .658, 10 homers, and 51 RBIs. Butterfly is a Longhorns fan. Okay, so Texas, so the Cowboys and Longhorns. That's going to be low for ball 1. Count is 1-0. Again, runner on first, 1 out. Pirates have tied it up here in the top of the 5th. Thomas is clearly upset about something. He's angrily saying something to somebody. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be chopped foul. Pirates could have used a little rally. Yeah, they could have. Base running error by Horwitz. 1-1 counts. Webb sets on the 1-1 and delivers. That's going to be low for ball 2. Which team? I mean, if out of these teams, definitely the Pirates. 2-1. Webb delivers. That is outside ball 3. Talking about the Chiefs and Panthers, I don't really. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that. I couldn't really pick one. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be chopped foul. Braves just lost by 1. Oof. That is tough. Yeah, the Braves. It's been a rough year for the Braves. Three and 2 count. Webb sets. And a pickoff attempt. Looks like McCutcheon is back safe and sound. I don't know, I feel like Ohio State is the favorite there, Ultimate Sports. So I don't know. I don't know if they'll prove anybody wrong, really. 3 and 2. Here is the pitch. Checked his swing. Did not go. That is ball 4. So Reynolds draws the walk. That'll bring up O'Neal Cruz with runners on first and second with 1 out. Batting .218, OPS of .735, 17 homers, and 44 RBIs. Can we ban Jacob? No, we cannot. We cannot ban. Here is the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. One and 0 count. Webb sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh my gosh. Now Jacob and Holden are feuding. You guys just have to get along there. 1-1 count. Webb delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-2 count to Cruz. Again, runners on first and second. The Pirates with a chance here to add on here in this inning. As here is the 1-2. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to go foul. Oh, yeah, if they're the favorite, don't worry about the fans. Never worry about what the fans think. I mean, look at the betting line. Vegas usually is pretty good. Whatever the line is, that's pretty accurate on like who the favorite actually is. 1-2, here is the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 2. Vegas is usually not wrong, which is sad, but it is what it is. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be outside. Ball 3. How long do you think Webb will be in? One more inning? He's at 94. He's kind of struggled a little bit as of late. Really, I couldn't tell you. I just need to know a little bit more. Here is the 3-2. That's going to be low. Ball 4. So we back-to-back walks. Webb might be on a short leash here. Leash, I should say. Cannot speak. All right, so it's going to be bases loaded here for Nick Gonzalez. He's 1 for 1, and he was hit by a pitch. Batting .257, OPS of 725, homers and 16 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That's going to be Tapper up the middle. Throws to the plate. Throwing to first. That is a double play. Unbelievable. What a play by Webb to throw it home, and then the catcher, Patrick Bailey, throwing to first. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 is the score. We can have, just keep it cool, guys. It's all good. Hey, it's all good. I know sports can be a little bit tense sometimes. It's all good. Hey, we're all fans of, trust me, hey, I'm a Pirates fan. I'm used to losing. We all have bad years. I mean, the Steelers, we haven't won a playoff game in 8 years. I totally understand. We're all, and I'm still passionate, but, it's all good. It's all good. Let's see here. Text is better. I don't know. I guess we'll see. You can trash players with teams. You can always talk trash. I mean, it's always. I mean, I'm actually a huge trash talker. I try not to be on stream. I try to keep it right down the middle. I'll trash talk my own team. I think I do that more. I have nothing against the Giants, by the way. I mean, I think the Giants are a classy organization. I'm not just saying that. They definitely have my respect. Due up whenever we do return to action is going to be Casey Schmidt. Casey Schmidt. He's 0-1, 0 for 1 on the day. You're a Vikings fan. Yeah, no, that is, it's tough. The Vikings, they've just been a team that's been so close, but they can never just do anything in the playoffs. I mean, they always have some solid teams, but they just seem to never succeed in the playoffs. That's going to be in there for a called strike. This is Casey Schmidt. I can't speak. I need water. That's what it is. That's going to be a ground ball. That's going to go foul. So I do apologize. Sometimes I'll just get tongue-tied and I can't speak, so I need some water. 0-2 count to Schmidt. Again, I am a Pirates fan. Pirates. Here is the 0-2. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. I don't blame you if you're not sure what this uniform is. The Pirates have yet to wear this. This is their home alternate uniform, but we wear our away alternate at home. It makes no sense. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be upstairs, ball 2. This is the best jersey that the Pirates have. And yet, we don't even wear it. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be tapped foul. Again, I cannot do the Rangers unless they are on local or a national televised game. Here is the 2-2. That's going to be popped up. Left center field. Looks like Cruz is going to come on and make the catch for out number 1. That'll be bring up Mike Yastrzemski. He's batting .229, OPS of .683, 8 homers and 28 RBIs. Blake wants Webb to be done after this. I don't know. We'll see. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball one. They haven't really mentioned anybody warming up in the bullpen yet, so I'll keep you informed. 1-0 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be low, but that's called a strike. This umpire has kind of given calls for both teams today, as it's a 1-1 count to Yastrzemski. Burrows delivers. That's going to be a tapper to first, and looks like he's going to tag Yastrzemski. No, Yastrzemski actually avoided the tag, but he went too far out of the baseline. Good effort there by Yastrzemski, but unfortunately that's against the rules. That'll bring up Patrick Bailey. He's batting .206, OPS of .563, 2 homers, 28 RBIs. Nobody gets over 18.5. Yeah, I don't think he makes it to the 7th. I think you should be fine. Who do I think is winning? I don't know. Both teams have shown life at different parts of this game, as that's going to be popped up. Bailey slams his bat down in frustration. IKF makes the catch for out number 3. We head to the top of the 6th. The score is 1-1. High-scoring game here in San Francisco. Of course, this game does feature the Pirates and the Giants. Not exactly the most powerful offenses in the league. But, hey, it's still a good game regardless. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe. It is my understanding that we have 15 likes. That is awesome. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for even just clicking on this video. It really helps me out. Super thank you to those, again, that do like and subscribe. What you get if you subscribe, well, you don't pay me anything, by the way. It's free. It's $0.00. But, again, I do play-by-play. I try to bounce around Major League Baseball, although I do, if you are a subscriber, I try to get your teams in. That's what I really try to do. Giants fans, I get you guys in a lot. Of course, it's bonus that you guys are playing the Pirates. That is the number 1 team on this channel. But the NL West has I have a lot of subscribers from the NL West. And, of course, there are other teams as well. So, again, thank you for clicking on this video. Hopefully you like it. And hopefully I get that subscription if you're not already subscribed. Again, $0.00 won't cost you a dime. Thumbs up to everyone. Yes, you guys all deserve a like. Likes everyone. Like I sound like Oprah. Likes, give everybody a like. Sawinski is 0 for 1 with the walk whenever we do return to San Francisco, batting .108, OPS of .396, 1 homer and 2 RBIs. And I do have a poll. I haven't really checked that in a while. 66% of you guys think the Pirates are going to win and get the sweep today. 34% of you guys think the Giants will win. It's a close one right now. That poll is still relevant. So, again, make your voice heard. Let me know what you think. As we are returning to San Francisco again, where it is 1-1. All right, Sawinski is digging in. Webb is still out there. Again, I don't think he will make it to the 7th. He's already at 95 pitches, I believe. As here is the pitch. That is right down the middle for a called strike. That was actually pitch number 97. So, yeah, again, I don't think he'll last long. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 count. Here is the 0-2. That's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. He reported Holden. I don't know why. Holden, you're fine. You're fine. 1-2 count. Webb delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to go foul. Webb at 100 pitches. Again, I just don't think he'll last much longer. Of course, that's just how the MLB is now. Looks like they are warming up somebody in the bullpen. That's Spencer Bivens. Here is the 1-2. That is in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-2 count for Jack Sawinski. As Webb, wind up and the pitch. That's going to be just outside. Ball 3. You guys are something else. You guys are a little petty there. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be a chopper foul. Count is 3-2 to Sawinski. Nobody on here in the top of the 6th. 1-1 is the score as Webb delivers. That's going to be called strike 3. Right on the inside corner. He struck him out. That is Webb's 11th strikeout of the day. Henry Davis batting 171, OPS of 536, 4 homers, 12 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to drop for a base hit. 1 pitch, 1 hit for Davis. And I don't know if that's going to do it. Webb is at 105 pitches. You're not going to get – I'm not going to ban you, Holden, unless you just say something absolutely crazy. We cannot do that. But no, you're fine. Leover Peguero is going to be at the plate, batting 286, OPS of 824, 1 homer, 2 RBIs. Webb is still in there. Here is the pitch. That is outside, way outside, but that was called a strike. 0-1 count. And we got a pickoff attempt, but Davis is back safe and sound. Peguero is 1 for 2 on the day. Here is the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh and 2 count. Tyler Rogers traded to the Mets. Interesting. Interesting. 0 and 2. Webb sets and delivers. Ground ball to short. Adames throws to first. What a play by Willy Adames. That was a great throw. Peguero is upset. He was booking it. But Adames with a nice play. All right, that's going to bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's batting 267, OPS of 639. 1 homer, 26 RBIs, but it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Webb is going to exit. He will not get the 19 outs that Blake needed, or did not need, I guess. So Blake should be fine. All right, so a pitching change. It should be Spencer Bivens. Bivens, the new pitcher for the Giants. These are his statistics. He's 2-3 with an ERA of 4.58. He has struggled mightily in the last 7 appearances. 10 innings pitched, 10.45 ERA whip of a 2.13. So he'll look to get back on track here against the Pirates. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe. I'll have to, again, check that out. I thought I had Jeff. Well, I guess I haven't really been able to look at it. So Tyler Rogers, the Giant, heading to the east. There we go. Look at that. So the Giants just traded a reliever. I wonder if I'm sure he was dressed to go. So no more Tyler Rogers. All right, we are about to return to action again, where Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is going to be at the plate, batting 267, OPS of 639, 1 homer, 26 RBIs, as he faces Tyler Bivens. Yeah, you guys are going to block each other. That's fine. That's probably what's best for all parties involved. All right. Bivens on the mound. Sets. And delivers. That is going to be outside for a called strike. He's given that outside corner a lot here lately. As Bivens sets on the 0-1, looks back at Davis at second. And delivers. That is outside for ball one. 1-1 count here for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 2 outs, top of the 6th, runner on second. Bivens delivers. That's going to be a chopper, and that's going to be a fair ball. And Smith will step on the bag for out number 3. That one was just teetering. Fair or foul. It stayed fair. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Your score is 1-1. Buto. You got Buto. Okay. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play action. Boy, I could get y'all. I mean, honestly, this is rare for me. I never do this. This is awesome. This is a great day. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, you know, there's been some trading. Let's see, the Mets again. They just traded for Tyler Rogers. I'll try to bring up that full trade here. Looks like Caleb Ferguson. If you're a Pirates fan listening in, which I know there's Pirates fans here, we just traded Caleb Ferguson to the Mariners. Literally just happened. And yes, the Mets send back Jose Buto, Drew Gilbert, and right-handed pitching prospect Blade Tidwell to San Francisco. So that is your haul. If you are a Giants fan tuning in, that's who you get back for Rogers. That is a lot. That is a lot to give up for Tyler Rogers. Wow. Okay. So there you go. Again, the trade deadline. It's coming close. You're going to see a lot of trades. All right. Here, I believe it's still going to be Burrows on the mound. Heliot Ramos is going to be at the plate. Batting .269, OPS of .769, 14 homers, and 50 RBIs. I thought we were about to return to action. Usually this is the commercial they play. My bad, guys. That's a false alarm. Okay, we're returning to action. There we go. Again, they're showing Webb's 11 strikeouts. What a day for him as Burrows delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. 0-2 here to Heliot Ramos. Again, 1-1 is the score here in San Francisco. Burrows delivers the 0-2. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Pirates on a 4-game winning streak. Giants on a 5-game losing streak. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be chopped foul. Guards, yeah, they haven't made a move yet. Still got plenty of time. Matt Gage is warming up in the San Francisco bullpen. Here is the pitch. That's going to be inside, ball 2. Almost hit him. Two and 2 count. Burrows, wind up, and the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Down goes Ramos. That'll bring up Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 2 and has struck out twice. He's batting .255, OPS of .835, 19 homers and 73 RBIs. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Burrows at 79 pitches. Very likely can go to the 7th if he keeps this pace up. 0-1 count. Burrows kicks and deals. That's going to be just outside, and I don't really think that missed. I think that was definitely in there. But again, the umpire has been very inconsistent. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside, ball 2. 2-1 count here to Rafael Devers. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a breaking ball inside for ball 3. Burrows kicks and deals. That is outside, ball 4. Devers is going to draw the walk. That'll bring up Willy Adames. It's batting .239, OPS of .742, 16 homers and 57 RBIs. Looks like Davis is going to have a little chat with Burrows. Yes, I saw that. Thank you. Adames is 1 for 2 on the day. Pirates do have Cabrera warming up in the Pirates bullpen. As Burrows sets and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Again, a runner on first. Here in the bottom of the 6th, 1 out. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. 1-1 count here to Adames. Burrows sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to go foul. One and 2 count here for Willy Adames. Burrows sets and fires. That's going to be hit to left center field. Cruz is running and makes the catch for out number 2. So down goes Adames, and that'll bring up Matt Chapman. Chapman is 0 for 2 on the day. He's batting .239, OPS of 800. A 16 home runs, 42 RBIs. Burrows sets. They're just now talking about Caleb Ferguson being traded. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I'm interested to see on what the Pirates got back. I'm going to have to see. Don't really see anything on that yet. Caleb Ferguson, they're actually showing Caleb Ferguson right now. He's just chilling in the bullpen. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Wow, so Caleb Ferguson doesn't even know it. He is just chilling in the Pirates bullpen. 1-1 count. Burrows sets on the 1-1 and delivers. That's going to be yanked to left, and that one is foul. So 2 trades today for the Pirates, trading Ke'Bryan Hayes to the Reds. Caleb Ferguson goes to the Mariners. 1 and 2 counts. And looks like Chapman is going to ask for time. All right, Chapman steps back in as it's a 1 and 2 count. Burrows looks over at first. Sets on the 1-2 and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Chapman throws his bat and helmet in frustration. We head to the top of the 7th. Your score is still 1-1. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Haven't really done it around the MLB thing yet, or in a while. So what do we got here? The Blue Jays defeated the Orioles 9-8. The Tigers over the Diamondbacks 7-2. Red Sox over the Twins 13-1. Astros defeated the Nationals 9-1. Royals defeated the Braves 1-0 in extras. Cubs over the Brewers 10-3. Currently happening, the Padres are leading the Mets 4-0. Again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you'd like. I try to respond to all the comments, or all the sensible comments at least. All the ones that all the ones that are replyable. That's just how it is. But yeah, no, hopefully, again, you guys like what you see. Again, baseball and football is kind of what I do. Hey, Snowman checking in, first-time listener, and I just subbed. Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate you, man. Snowman Multimedia. Okay, I'll have to... I'm assuming you do something. The name Multimedia. I'll have to check you out. Well, I appreciate the sub, man. Hopefully I do a good enough job for you. I'm just a guy just chilling. Due up for the Pirates whenever we do return is going to be Spencer Horwitz, McCutchen, and Reynolds. Do have a pitching change for the Giants, as Matt Gage is going to be on for the Giants. I believe he pitched against... No, he didn't. Okay, no, it was the Mets. Against the Mets. He has not allowed a run this year, though he's only pitched in 10 games. 10 innings pitched, whip of a 1.03. All right, here is Spencer Horwitz. He's 1 for 3. Had an RBI double. Here is the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. 1-0 count here for Spencer Horwitz. Gage sets. On the 1-0, here is the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. Count is moving to 1-1, and there's no graphic on the screen, so I guess I'll just have to memorize everything that happens. Showing Gage's statistics. Opponent batting average of 205. Here is the pitch. That is low for ball 2. You're doing awesome. I do play-by-play also, prepping for... Okay, WNBA, I got you. Yeah. Hopefully you have a good one. I don't know if Caitlin Clark's playing. I don't know if she's still hurt or not. That's going to be outside ball 3. 3-1. Good luck with the broom today. Yeah, we'll say Ghost Rose. How's it going? I believe I saw that the Astros won, so congrats, of course, to your Astros. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be on the outside corner for a called strike. Yeah, we'll see. Pirates and Giants have both decided to be the best versions of themselves today as far as no hitting. Here is the 3-2. That's going to be hit foul. You're a Wings fan. Yeah, I just haven't really got into the WNBA. I do put it in the ticker, though, because I know there are some WNBA fans, especially in the last few years. 3-2 count. Gage kicks and deals. That's going to be ball 4, just missed on the outside corner. So leadoff walk for the Pirates, and that'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. Can he be clutching? Batting .246, OPS of .701, 10 homers and 34 RBIs. Altuve 4 for 4 today with a homer. Oh, wow. Nice. That's a really good day. Very nice. All right, here is the pitch to McCutchen. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Butterfly supports... Oh, you support the Wings and Mavs. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, you're also from Texas. 1-0 count as Gage delivers the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-1 count here for McCutchen. Runner on first, nobody out. Top of the 7th, 1-1 is the score. As Gage sets, looks over at first, and fires. That is inside for a ball. Ball 2. Not a diehard WNBA? Yeah, I think I watched a little bit last year because of Caitlin Clark, and then, I was done. 2-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's inside ball 3. So 3-1 count here for McCutchen. Gage, again, hasn't allowed a run all year, earned run. Of course, he's only pitched in 10 games. That can't last forever, right? As Gage sets and fires. McCutchen hits this to left, but Ramos is coming in under it and makes the catch for out number 1. So down goes McCutchen. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds. He's 0 for 2 with a walk today. He's batting .231, OPS of .660. 10 homers and 51 RBIs. You're a Spurs fan. Yeah, it's just the NBA. I don't really watch that anymore. I just don't. I did like the Spurs with, Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan. That was a nice team. Here is the pitch. That's a ground ball up the middle. Adames tosses to second, but there's a miscommunication there. He tried to, backhand it, but he is no Brandon Phillips. Brandon Phillips can do that. He cannot. So now there's runners on first and second. I'm sorry, I sounded like a country bumpkin there. I do live in Texas after all. I try. My Texas accent will come out every now and then. It's unfortunate. I miss the Pennsylvanian just talk normal thing, That'll bring up O'Neal Cruz. He's batting .218, OPS of .737, 17 homers and 44 RBIs. Gage sets and fires. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Possible double play. No, he's just going to throw to first and take the easy out. But there will be runners at second and third with 2 outs. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. He's 1 for 2 and was hit by a pitch earlier. WNBA is good for comedy. Yeah. Favorite Pirates player is going to be Andrew McCutchen. Yeah, I heard about the tsunami. Hopefully all is well over there. I just heard about that before I was going on. And we do have a, I don't know if this is a pitching change. Yep, we're going to have a pitching change, so Gage is going to exit. Again, he has not allowed a run all year, but he is responsible for the runners on second and third, so I will let you know as soon as I do who the pitcher is. Let's see here. Any more? Yeah, the NBA used to be good. In the 2000s, I enjoyed it. Even the early 2010s, it's not the same. It's not the same. All right, the new pitcher is going to be Tristan Beck for the Giants. He'll be responsible for trying to keep the Pirates off the scoreboard here. 4.7 ERA, whip of a 1.13, record is a 1-0. Has appeared in 23 innings, 13 games. I don't know why I said 20. Has appeared in 23 games. Appeared in 13 games, 23 innings. There you go. $1,800 feet above. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's tough. District Nation. I'm not a pro. I am not a pro. I am not a pro. I am not a pro. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. Let's see here. Again, Nick Gonzalez will be at the plate. Runners on second and third with 2 outs whenever we do return to action. This is the commercial they play, and I'm like, they usually cut right to the game after this. So bear with me, folks. Bear with me. There it is. We're back. Looks like a packed house in San Francisco in Oracle Park. Again, the Giants, they were a playoff wild card, looking like they could compete for the division, but they have just struggled as of late. So they are trying everything. If they lose today, they'll be below 500. They need this win for their morale. As Beck sets and fires, Gonzalez fouls this back. Gotta go. Hey, you take care. Appreciate it. Again, whenever you get a chance. I just burped. I apologize. Whenever you get a chance to tune in, great. If not, I understand. Life happens. It is all good. I'm just entertainment. Somewhat entertaining, I guess. Here is the 0-1. Gonzalez pops it up. This might be what he needed. Lee is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. Beck does what he needs to do. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Your score is still 1-1. Howdy, Hammer. How's it going? You should do an MLB power ranking. I don't know. I don't think that would be for me. Small world. This guy. Once again, folks, you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe. Let's go around Major League Baseball. I know there's really only one game going on now. Phillies White Sox are in a warm-up, so maybe they're not getting postponed. Let's see here. Blue Jays defeated the Orioles 9-8. The Tigers defeated the Diamondbacks 7-2. Red Sox over the Twins 13-1. Astros over the Nationals 9-1. Royals over the Braves 1-0. Cubs over the Brewers 10-3. And then the Padres are leading the Mets 4-0. So yeah, no, it's been a good day, and feel free to vote in the poll. Let's see here, 40 votes in, so you guys have been voting. 62% of you guys think the Pirates are going to win. 38% of you guys think the Giants are going to win. Dream or Wings tonight? You are asking the wrong person. You guys, everyone in the chat can go ahead and answer. I have no idea. I'll tell you what. Let me, for fun, just for fun here. Let me just look up who's better, and I'll tell you. I could not tell you nothing. I was hoping I wouldn't have to click on a page, but I do apparently. Let's see. Dream are 15-11. Wings are 8-19. Go with the Dream. Looked up WNBA today. That is interesting. All right, pitching change here for the Pirates. Carmen Mlodzinski is going to be in, at least for this inning. 4.48 ERA as there is, oh man, his name escapes me. The pitcher we just traded. His name just escaped me. I'm whatever. Carmen Mlodzinski is going to be on the mound. 4.48 ERA, whip of a 1.46. This is Dominic Smith. That's going to be in there for a called strike. He's batting .260, OPS of 727. 2 homers and 12 RBIs on the year. Caleb Ferguson, now getting word, and now he's hugging everybody. Here is the pitch. Ground ball to first. Horwitz takes it himself to the bag for out number 1. All right, that'll bring up Jung-Hoo Lee. He's batting .249, OPS of 714, 6 homers and 43 RBIs. Oh, yes, the scoreboard will be off a little bit. I do apologize for that. Mlodzinski sets and fires. That is inside, ball 1. The scoreboard, for some reason, will have runners where they're not supposed to be. .1-0 count. Mlodzinski sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to center. But Cruz is jogging on over and makes the catch for out number 2. So very quickly, 2 outs here. That'll bring up Casey Schmidt. He's 0 for 2. Batting .238, OPS of 692, 5 homers and 17 RBIs. Been following Dr. Lay for about a month or so. Pretty new. Well, I mean, I haven't really been doing this long. Here is the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Everyone's kind of new. Trisk is not. He's an OG. Trisk is an OG. You're not getting notifications. Well, you probably got annoyed with me. That's fine. Everyone does. 0-1 count here to Schmidt. Mlodzinski delivers. That is outside for ball 1. 1-1 count here to Casey Schmidt. 1-1 is your score here in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody on, 2 outs. Mlodzinski sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right. Reynolds is already under it and makes the catch for out number 3. Very quick inning. We head to the top of the 8th. Will someone break the tie? I don't know. We'll be here forever. It is 1-1, Pirates, Giants. Chili's is awesome. 3 for me is such a great clutch thing. I agree. Even though he tells me he doesn't call Rangers games, and then he does. I've only been able to do 2. But yes, I try. Have a good stream. Good luck. Yes, thank you. You have a good one, Ghost Stros. Yes, the time is just so different. It's, yeah, no, you enjoy your breakfast. Thank you for stopping by the Ghost Stros. Again, feel free to check out Ghost Stros. He does Astros. Great job with the play-by-play. If you're just a baseball fan in general, check him out. He is awesome. Who was the starting pitcher for the Pirates? It was Mike Burrows. He did a really good job today. 52 viewers, I know. This is where we peak. This is where we peak. But thank you guys for clicking on the video. This is awesome. You guys are awesome. Again, like and subscribe if you really like it. And, of course, I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I will step away from baseball. There's only, I think, 3 games from baseball anyway. When I get home from work, I'll be doing the Chargers-Lions. So, again, if you're not able to watch the game, I know it's on local television. If you're at work or something, I got you covered. I'll be doing that play-by-play as we ease our way into football season with some preseason. So, hopefully, you like the sound of that. And, of course, NFL and college, I'll be doing a lot of that. And you guys will have a lot of influence on the games I call. Whenever we do return to action, it's going to be Jack Sawinski at the plate. He's batting 106, OPS of 391, 1 homer and 2 RBIs. Who wins? I don't know. It's a 1-1. It's 1-1. We'll see. Pirates have more hits, but that doesn't really mean anything. Here is the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. Pure Adrenaline Sports. He's really good. Appreciate that. You keep going because I know you can do it. You're doing it. Thank you. John, yeah. I know a little bit of Japanese only because of anime. I know that's a controversial kind of. Not really, but Pirates win. Yeah, we'll see. 0-1 counts. Beck sets. And fires. Sawinski crushes this to right, but that one is going to be caught by Yastrzemski. Oh my goodness, he dove into the netting and made an incredible catch. Sawinski crushed that ball, but he got more height than distance. Yastrzemski just crashing into the netting makes a spectacular catch. Wow. Left his feet and everything, folks. That's an actual diving catch. Mike Yastrzemski outdoes Jack Sawinski. That'll bring up Henry Davis batting 176, OPS of 545, 4 homers and 12 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That is going to be low for ball 1. Davis is 1 for 3 on the day. Score predictions, it's probably going to be 2-1. I couldn't tell you who's going to win. Be right back. Take care. Yes, I will see you soon. Here is the 1-0. That's going to be outside ball 2. White Sox game. I heard it was canceled, but they're showing that they're in a warm-up. I don't know. 2-0 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 3. Couldn't tell you. Cameron. 3-0 counts. Beck delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. That one was inside. Should have been ball 4. Again, the umpire, honestly, he's been pretty bad, but the calls are favoring a little bit more of San Francisco today. 3-1 count. Here is the pitch. That is outside ball 4, so Davis does draw the walk. Again, that was an amazing catch. All right, that'll bring up Leover Peguero with a runner on first, batting 273, OPS of 788, 1 homer and 2 RBIs. No confidence with the Pirates? Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Who would put confidence in the Pirates? I don't think anyone would. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Pirates fans don't have confidence in the Pirates. Even the most diehard. 0-1 count here for Peguero. Beck sets. And fires. That's going to be hit to first. Throws to second. There's one. And Peguero beats the throw to first. So it's just 1 out. As he beats out that throw. Would have been a double play. So 2 outs here in the inning. That'll bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Batting 266, OPS of 637, 1 homer and 26 RBIs. You're back. Hey, nice to have you back, Holden. How close are you to being monetized? I need the subscribers. As far as hours watched, I'm good. I've already crushed that, actually. Here is the pitch. That is a swing and a miss, strike one. Yeah, I'm still lacking in the subscribers, but that's okay. I gotta earn it. I gotta earn it. 0-1 count for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Beck sets and delivers. Breaking ball. Runner goes to second. Peguero is able to get in. The high throw did help him a little bit, though, because, yeah, I feel like if the throw were on, he would have been out. Peguero is fast. The jump, I don't know what happened there. It wasn't the best jump. Oh, that was close. They are going to challenge it. The high throw might have still got him. Again, Peguero not really the best at jumping. Peguero is fast. He just can't seem to get good jumps. What do you think of Dylan Cease to the Yankees? Ooh, that would be kind of sad. Gotten used to him as a Padre. I've done a lot of Padres games. Haven't done one in a while. Showing the replay here. It's going to be close, folks. He may be out. Be more. Are you Baltimore? Is that what you are? The Ravens? I can't remember if you are a Ravens fan. That's okay. Hey, we'll be there. I'll be doing that Steelers-Ravens game, both of them. That'll be fun. We do have a challenge here, folks. If you're thinking I'm just rambling and yapping, well, that's fair. I didn't really mention that we're in a challenge. But, yeah, challenge here. And I think it's going to be close. He may be out. We might be heading to the bottom of the eighth here. That is so close. Looks like they may have the answer here. Okay, maybe we don't. They put the camera on him, but nothing. Okay, I do apologize. Again, this is going to be a really close play. The throw was very high. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Ravens. Yeah. Hey, hopefully I'll see you. I'll see you here. And if not, that's okay. But I'll be covering it. You can see me freak out when, the Ravens kind of figured out the Steelers. Lamar figured out the Steelers at the end of the year, so I don't think we can rely on sweeping the Ravens anymore. It's going to be, at best, a split, but I could see us losing both of those games. Again, it's a close. Peguero's pleading his case here, and I believe that Schmidt over there kind of like, and they are ruling that he's safe. Oh my goodness, that was close again. So Peguero will be credited with the stolen base. So it's going to be a 1-1 count with a runner on second, 2 outs. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, a base hit into the outfield, would make this a 2-1 game. What's the over/under on how many snaps Aaron Rodgers takes? This guy, he'll be fine. I'm really only worried about the first game, as here's the 1-1 breaking ball inside ball 2, because they're going into MetLife, which is where he tore his Achilles 2 years ago. That's literally, once he gets past that, he's good. He's good. All right, 2-1 count here to Kiner-Falefa. Here's the pitch. That is outside ball 3. District is calling Giants Commanders. Yeah, well, he's going to be doing, I think, everything Washington. All the Redskins, all them stuff. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be low for ball. No, it's going to be low for strike 2. That was a terrible call again. The umpire has just been all over the place today for both teams. But honestly, though, it's been more benefiting of the Giants. 3-2 count. Beck sets and fires. Chopper to third. Chapman throws to first. Gets him by half a step for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Your score is 1-1 here in San Francisco. That's a ball. Yeah, no, that should have been ball 4. Yeah, the umpire today has been pretty bad for both teams. I can't say that he's been only benefiting the Giants. He's benefited the Pirates, but it's been more so of the Giants that he's benefited. It is what it is, though. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. I do appreciate you guys clicking on this video. Just doing that helps out the channel a lot. But a super thank you if you're able to like and subscribe. I've been doing this since opening day. This is like my 90th game or so. Again, I do bounce around Major League Baseball. It's not just a Pirates channel. I do Giants. I do have a lot of Giant subscribers. So I do make my way to San Francisco every now and then. But yeah, again, hopefully that sounds good to you. For you to like and subscribe. Of course, I'll be doing NFL and college football very soon. I am ready for it. So if you're a football fan, we got plenty of it. It's not just Pittsburgh. Like I said, I don't want to scare away, oh, this guy's just a Steelers fan. Or, oh, he's a Pitt Panthers. I'm doing other games as well. It's not just Steelers. And you guys will actually be voting on those games. So, again, you'll have a lot of influence on this channel. All right, due up for the Giants is going to be Mike Yastrzemski, Patrick Bailey, and Heliot Ramos. Pitching for the Pirates, I think it's still going to be Mlodzinski here. He was very efficient in his one inning out there in the 7th. Last week, the umps benefited the team other than the Pirates, on challenges and other iffy calls. Again, we're the Pirates. It doesn't really matter. We're out of it anyway. You know, if we win or lose this game, it's like, oh, okay, well, we're only 15 games below 500, right? Yeah. So the Giants need this one a lot more, as they are still in the NL wildcard race. They have been slipping. As Mlodzinski sets, he faces Yastrzemski. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Yastrzemski is 0 for 2 on the day. 0-1 count to Yastrzemski. Mlodzinski sets. A lot of skis here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside. Ball 1. 1-1 counts. Discord. Yes, I am actually in the process of setting up a Discord. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be a bunt. Down the third base line. Mlodzinski throws to first. He is safe. Yastrzemski with the bunt. That one was close. I don't know if they'll review it or not. Mlodzinski with a nice play, immediately getting off the mound and throwing a very accurate throw. Very smooth there, but it looks like he's going to be good. I'd like to slow it down here. There we go. Finally slowing down Mlodzinski with a nice throw. Oh, that is close, but they might not challenge. All right, that's going to bring up Patrick Bailey. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a tapper, and they're going for the bunt. And by the way, Butterfly, it's a different Discord than the one that you are in as well. I want to make that clear. So it's a whole different one. My wife and I we're really like looking at what we need and all that stuff. 0-1 count. She's like the tech person. She knows all that stuff. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a bunt, and they're going to have to throw it to first. So the Giants sacrificing playing small ball here, and it seems to be working for now as they move a runner in scoring position. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Heliot Ramos batting .268, OPS of .767, 14 homers and 50 RBIs on the year. Yastrzemski is at second. 1 out. Mlodzinski sets, looks back at Yastrzemski, and fires. That is outside for ball 1. I will for sure. 1-0 count. Mlodzinski sets. And sets again. And delivers. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Gonzalez throws to first for out number 2. The runner, though, does go to third. So the Giants have the winning run just 90 feet away. Is this your only channel? Yes, this will probably be the only channel I do. That'll bring up Rafael Devers. He's batting .255, OPS of .836. He's 0 for 2 with the walk in this one, and looks like Davis is going to have a little chat with Mlodzinski. And I don't blame him. Devers, you could say, is due. Batting 192 in the last 7 games. OPS, though, is still 762, so it's not too bad for batting average that low. Oh, my goodness, you guys. 22 game, I don't know. Probably. Close to monetization. I'm still a ways away. I need to get to 500. 500 subs. And then that starts it all. Here is the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. 1-0 count. I do appreciate that, Yinzer. I really do. 1-0 count. Again, runner on third. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Giants are threatening. Here is the pitch. Inside. Almost hit him. For ball 2. Trisk is going to start a talk channel. Yeah, no, I'll promote that for you. That was close to hitting Devers. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Let's go Pirates. Thank you, Angel, for stopping by. Appreciate you, man. Can the Pirates hold them? You got to squeeze the fist. You got to hold them. 2-1. Here is the pitch. That is down low for ball 3. Three and 1. Mlodzinski sets. And fires. That's going to be hit to left. But Sawinski is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. We head to the top of the 9th. The score is still 1-1. Pirates, pardon me, have left 11 men on base today. The Giants have left 4. So the Pirates, again, they have been threatening all day, but just have been unable to capitalize. It is what it is. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys. Even just clicking on this video, it really helps out a lot. As far as final scores are concerned for around Major League Baseball, the Blue Jays have defeated the Orioles 9-8. Tigers over the Diamondbacks 7-2. The Red Sox over the Twins 13-1. Astros over the Nationals 9-1. Royals over the Braves 1-0. Cubs over the Brewers 10-3. Padres leading the Mets 4-0. Apparently, the Phillies and White Sox are playing. According to this, they are underway in Chicago, 0-0. I don't think we'll get to Colorado and Cleveland. I'm not too sure, so we'll see. By the time this game's, of course, it could go to extras. Got a parlay with the Giants. I'm a Pitt fan all around. But I need an L. Yeah, well, hey, I mean, I totally understand. The Pirates don't do us any good as far as winning, so we might as well try to make some money off them. I totally understand, Mike. Pirates got this. We'll see. Go Pirates. Fill them bases. Pitt for the win. Appreciate you guys. You're my favorite play-by-play. I don't know why. I'm honestly, but I appreciate you. I really do. All right, so the Giants have a new pitcher. It's going to be Camilo Duvall. I do apologize if I butchered that name. I'm pretty sure I got it close. 4-2 record, 3.15 ERA, whip of a 1.20. And my screen goes black. Due up for the Pirates is going to be Spencer Horwitz. Crazy that the Pirates have a better record than the Braves. I know. The Braves are just they just haven't been able to do it this year. They haven't been able to put it together. Really shocking. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get through a diving attempt by Schmitz, but he's unable to get there. Yastrzemski running over, beating Lee to the ball, which that ball was more up the middle. Interesting there. All right, that'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. Who you got winning, Doctor? Well, I mean, I hope the Pirates, but I mean, again, would it shock me if the Giants were able to win despite the Pirates having more players on base today? No. It's just the Pirates. The Pirates just lose in the most pathetic ways possible. Duvall delivers. McCutchen pops it up. And that's going to go out of play, so the count will be 0-1. Redirect. Yeah, I might be able to. We'll see. I'm unsure. I mean, I don't know how to redirect. I actually can't, so I'd have to just post a link. 0-1 count. Duvall sets on the 0-1. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-2 count. Duvall sets, runner on first, nobody out for Andrew McCutchen. And I don't know, they're showing Bob Melvin really close in the face here. And yeah, okay, I'm assuming someone called for time. All right, McCutchen stepping back in. Duvall sets and delivers. That's going to be fouled back off the catcher. You're a Braves. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, they've just, I don't know what's been going on. The Braves usually a much better team, but this year they just have been able to put it together. 0-2 count. Duvall sets. Here is the pitch. That's going to be chopped off McCutchen, and he quickly grabs the ball and is holding on to it. He wants to keep it for a souvenir later. 0-2 count. Yeah, the Braves have just been struggling. All right, Duvall once again sets on the 0-2, and it looks like Duvall's going to get a little bit warning. Hey, got to make eye contact with McCutchen. Can't set if McCutchen's not looking at you. Come on. Come on, man. 0-2. Duvall sets. And fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes McCutchen. All right, that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. He has struggled a lot recently. He's 1 for 3, though, with a walk today. He's batting .233, OPS of .664, 10 homers and 51 RBIs. Duvall sets and delivers. That's going to be inside, ball 1. Count is 1-0. Again, a runner on first. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Pirates have had base runners all day, but just only 1 run. Duvall. We got a pickoff attempt, but Horwitz is back safe and sound. And the Pirates are playing really well as of late. 4 in a row they have won. And it looks like Reynolds is going to ask for time. All right, no. Duvall gets a warning. He's not making eye contact with the batter, so now it's ball 2. Pretty sure that's what the umpire signaled here, too. Yeah, they called the ball there because he was not waiting. Again, he was trying to rush him here. I'm assuming it's 2-0. Here is the pitch. That's going to be outside. I'm assuming it's 3-0. The graphic now says 3-0, so we'll see. 3-0 count. Duvall sets and fires. Taking all the way. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Again, thank you guys. I mean, if that's true, that's awesome. It's been a good day. 3-1 count. Duvall sets and fires. That's going to be chopped foul. So now from 3-0 to 3-2, Duvall trying to, can you get a shout out? Shout out Holden. There you go. Hopefully that made your day. I don't know. Duvall sets on the 3-2 and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Reynolds. Not having the year that he was hoping for and we all expected. Unfortunate. That'll bring up O'Neal Cruz batting .217, OPS of .735, 17 homers and 44 RBIs. Duvall once again sets and delivers. That's going to be chopped foul off Bailey. Bailey's been taking a beating today. Beasley reminds me of The Office. Beasley. Pam Beasley, yeah. It's like, what, I'm trying to think. 0-1 counts. Doval delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Doval. Despite the leadoff hit, looks like he has settled down. Facing some pretty good hitters for the Pirates here in McCutchen, Reynolds, and Cruz. Looks like he may mow him down. As Cruz steps back in. Doval sets on the 0-2. And fires. That's in the dirt. Ball 1. Cruz was the only player not to get hit last night. Well, he's 0 for 3 here. Possible back-to-back offers. Here is the 1-2. That is low for ball 2. And you hear some booing, which, again, that one was way low. Again, Cruz does. I mean, I've been very critical of Cruz this year. I think most of us have. But he's a guy, though, with one swing of the bat could just make this a 3-1 game. He could. 2-2 count. Doval sets and delivers. Called strike 3. He has to swing the bat in order for that to happen. He struck him out. Down go the Pirates. We head to the bottom of the 9th. The Giants with a great chance here to steal this one away from the Pirates. It is a 1-1. Of course, it's perfectly good under 7. Yeah, no, you will probably do what? Well, it could get ruined in extras. Yeah, I guess I could see that happening. Colby Aller starting for Cleveland. Nice. 3 more likes to 30. Yeah, again, feel free to like it up, folks. Definitely appreciate you guys for choosing me as your entertainment, your voice for this one for a little bit. Appreciate you guys. The Pirates games have officially taken off. Yeah, no, it seems like it. Pirates games are doing a lot better now. It was weird for a good bit there. The Pirates games were my least popular game. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, thanks, guys. But no, it seems like they're working out. Again, if you like what you see, folks, like and subscribe for baseball and football content. Due up for the Giants will be Willie Adames, Matt Chapman, and Dominic Smith. I don't know who will be pitching for the Pirates in the top or the bottom of the 9th here. I'm assuming they're going to probably take out Mlodzinski. Shock 'em out. Pirates going extra. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Again, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Butterfly, as well, for keeping everybody in line. Thank you for supporting me. Again, everyone else, thank you for clicking on this channel. We are in commercial break, as it looks like we will have a new pitcher for the Pirates. Isaac Matson will be tasked to try to keep this game alive and head on into extras. 2.31 ERA, whip of a .99. But he will face the heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5, Willie Adames. He is 1 for 3 on the day as we return to San Francisco, where it's 1-1. He's batting .239, OPS of .740, 16 homers and 57 RBIs. Make sure you like and subscribe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Sorry for being annoying. You're not being annoying. You're not being annoying, Holton. I don't know why you'd think that. 0-1 count. Matson sets and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. So very quickly, 0-2 to Adames. Matson sets on the 0-2. And fires. That's going to be upstairs for ball 1. 1-2 counts. Matson sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Adames. That'll bring up Chapman. He's batting .238, OPS of .798, 16 homers and 42 RBIs. Favorite college outside? I don't really I don't really cheer for anyone outside of Pitt, to be honest. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, shallow right. Reynolds is booking it to the ball and makes the catch for out number 2. I mean, I like Florida State's chant. I love that. I love the chant, but I don't cheer for him because of that. All right. Dominic Smith is at the plate. He's 1 for 3, batting .258, OPS of 722, homers and 12 RBIs. How many left on base today for the Giants? I think it was 6. Pirates was 11 or 12. It's been a lot. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Steve Duke, Army, because it's the furthest from a college. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. We need to score now. I know, a buzzer beater. 1-1 count for Smith as Matson sets. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Smith keeping it alive here in the bottom of the 9th. That's his second hit of the day, and that'll bring up Jung-Hoo Lee. We do have a pinch runner, Wisely. Brett Wisely will be pinch running for Smith. Jung-Hoo Lee, again, he's just struggled. He has just struggled so much. I guess he's turning around a little bit lately. He started off the year hot, but now he's just been a little bit below that. 249 batting average, OPS of 712. 6 homers and 43 RBIs. White Sox up 1-0. Homer. Keel with the homer. Nice. Matson looking over. And delivers. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Count is 1-0 to Jung-Hoo Lee. Runner on first, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. 1-1 is the score. Matson sets. Looks over. And delivers. That's going to be upstairs, but he called it a strike. Strike 1. As I said earlier, again, the umpire has been all over the place. Very strict with the strike zone, and then he'll be very lenient out of nowhere. 1-1, here is the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. One more like for 30. Nice. Look at that. We're doing great. 1-2 count for Lee. Matson sets on the 1-2. He fires. That is way outside for ball 2. Dolphins cornerback suffered season. Oh, that's a shame. 2-2 count here for Jung-Hoo Lee. Matson sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to go out of play. So the count remains at 2-2. What else is tied is the Pirates-Giants 1-1. It's been pretty much tied the whole game, 0-0, and then I think they scored right after each other. As Matson sets on the 1-1 yet again. Looks over at first. He fires. That's going to be hit to left. Sawinski, though, is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. We're heading to extras, folks. 1-1 is your score as we head to the top of the 10th, Pirates and Giants. It's good news. The White Sox plus 1.5 has become a... Oh, really? I gotcha. Interesting. I would not have... Well, I mean, yeah, I guess the White Sox aren't that great. Looking at their run differential, I don't know. What is it? 1.8? No. Well, 70. That's not terrible comparing to the Rockies. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play action. Pirates, the Pirates need something. Pirates have had all the base runners today, and they've just... It's been a rough one for a Pirates fan. Same thing with the Giants. Again, both teams just are, have struggled really to score runs all year. And this is kind of what I expected, really, for this series. Low-scoring affairs. Due up for the Pirates whenever we do return to San Francisco will be Nick Gonzalez, Jack Sawinski, and Henry Davis. All of those guys have gotten on base. Dante, extra. Yeah, we are heading to extras. Looks like we will have a new pitcher for the Giants, Ryan Walker. ERA of 4.22, whip of a 1.13. Last 7 appearances, ERA has been a little bit lower, 3.68, so he's getting it together as of late. O'Neal Cruz will start the inning at second. Of course, he'll be the ghost runner. Nightbot may have just done something dumb, so I'm very sorry, Kanoa. Nightbot will get rid of messages if you use all caps, pretty much. Yeah, I think that's what you used. Yeah. What do you think about the Red Sox blow? I mean, baseball's baseball. It happens. Baseball is just so random. Anything can happen on any given day. I mean, the Pirates, look at that. I mean, 5 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row, 4 in a row. That's so random. All right, we are back in San Francisco. Gonzalez at the plate. Here is the pitch. Gonzalez hits this to right, and that's going to go foul. Someone score one and done after the Jays game today. My heart. Oh, good luck, Steve. Again, I'm not much of a bettor. I don't really bet myself, but I do pull for all you guys. Hopefully you get some money back because I know Vegas and all them have taken more money than, they've taken more money than we've won. Here is the 0-1. Oh, we got a pickoff attempt, and Cruz is safe. Almost caught Cruz sleeping there, but he's able to get back in time. Yes, thank you, Holden. We got the gist. We got the gist there. All right, 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be, oh, man, checked his swing. He went strike 2. Showing the replay there, and yeah, he just went. 0-2 count to Gonzalez. Again, ghost runner at second as we are in extras. Here is the pitch. That is way outside for ball 2. Oh, pardon me. 1-2. I thought it was ball 2. Graphic says 1-2. Yeah, 1-2. Walker sets. Looks over at Cruz and delivers. Ground ball. Cruz is heading to third, and he's going to be fine. Throws to first for out number 1. So that's a quality at bat for Gonzalez. Moving the runner up. That'll bring up Jack Sawinski. He's batting 104, OPS of 385, 1 homer and 2 RBIs. Will you do any more games tonight? I don't think so. I have other things I got to take care of around here. Normally I do on days off, though. You may have remembered I said on days off I usually do 2 games, but today I cannot. So I do apologize. I'm very sorry about that. Though if I get everything done, I guess I can do a very late game, but then I got to wake up early tomorrow and work. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what games are on later today. I'd have to look at that. What games are on? All right, I do apologize. They had a little mound visit there. So I can do Mariners, Athletics. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't really do anything else. All right, here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 33-year-old. Yeah, no, gambling can be. I have a lot of friends that, that's all they do. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. They're always going to the casino and doing all that stuff. Me, I'm like, I don't really have the money to do that. But I do pull for him, though. I do. 0-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to go foul. Count is 0-2 again. Runner on third here. 1 out in the top of the 10th. 1-1 is your score here in San Francisco. As Walker sets on the 0-2. He fires. That is way upstairs for ball 1. Count is 1-2 here for Sawinski as Walker once again sets, kicks, and deals. That is way outside, ball 2. Oh, Logan Webb, no, he cannot get back in. Once you're done, you're done. He pitched well, though. 2-2 count. Walker delivers. That's going to be hit. Once again, it's going foul. Sawinski just fighting it off here, trying to stay alive. Sawinski really needs an at-bat here that just can give him confidence back. You can see the statistics on the screen there. Not good. Here is the 2-2. Sawinski hits this to left. And Ramos will look at this as it goes foul and will become a souvenir. Once again, 2-2. Walker sets. And fires. That is outside, ball 3. Throw to third. Cruz is safe. Keeping him honest. Just keeping an eye on the speedy Cruz as Walker sets yet again. And delivers. That's going to be hit foul. Extra innings. Yes, District. We got extras. Sawinski would be a good name for a case lawyer. Sawinski, yes. 3-2. Here is the pitch. That is outside. Sawinski draws the walk. Look at that. Good stuff. Captain Jack is back. Okay, maybe not. Probably not. All right, that'll bring up Henry Davis. He's batting 176, OPS of 550, 4 homers, and 12 RBIs. He is 1 for 3 with the walk today. Again, runners on the corners. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. Davis has had some good at-bats today. His first at-bat almost left the yard just a few feet away. Yeah, no, today is a good day, folks. 1-0, here is the pitch. Ground ball, Walker throws to second. He's safe. So the runner is going to score. They do get Davis. Oh, let's go. The Pirates have taken the lead. Walker, ground ball right back to the pitcher. And the Pirates broadcast kind of ripping Walker here. He definitely, if he would have thrown home, he would have gotten Cruz out by a mile. But the Pirates have taken the lead with the runner on second, 2 outs. Here's Peguero. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Peguero is 1 for 4 on the day, batting .261, OPS of 755, 1 homer, and 2 RBIs. Walker delivers. Swing and a miss on the sweeper. Strike 2. He's talking about the Pirates. Yeah, he's a Pirates fan, I'm pretty sure. 0-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. Yes, the Pirates are actually winning for a change. They've actually won 4 in a row, which is kind of crazy. So they're going to follow it up by losing to the Rockies. They'll get swept by the Rockies. That's just how the Pirates work. Here is the 1-2. That is outside for ball 2. 2-2 count. The Pirates definitely going to need another run, I'd imagine. We do have some people moving on the bullpen. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Peguero sprinting to first, but it doesn't matter as he's thrown out for out number 3. But the Pirates do indeed tack on a run. They take the lead. They're up 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 10th. Your score, 2-1. What up? Hey, Eagles, how's it going? Wait, we didn't win. I thought extra. Oh, no. No, it's not a sudden death. Not sudden death. Sudden death will be the NFL. Actually, not even that anymore. I forgot about that. They have that field goal thing now. That's crazy. Anyway, well, all it needs them to not blow this. We'll see. We'll see. Again, if you like what you see, folks, like and subscribe for more play-by-play action. Been doing play-by-play since opening day. It is a lot of Pirates on this channel, but I do bounce around, so if you're a Giants fan, don't freak out. I do you guys quite a bit. You guys are featured a lot on this channel because I have a lot of Giants subscribers. So, yeah, feel free to subscribe. I'm sure we'll definitely do some more Giants games in the future. Definitely Pirates games as well. I know you guys, we actually play again next week. So, I mean, for sure, we'll be back. If you like what you hear, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe. Not going well because you're a Phillies fan. Yeah, how are the Phillies doing? Let's do a little update here. Oh, the White Sox up 1-0 over the Phillies in the top of the third. Padres leading the Mets 4-0 as they head to the bottom of the eighth there. As far as final scores are concerned, the Blue Jays defeated the Orioles 9-8. Tigers over the Diamondbacks 7-2. Red Sox defeated the Twins 13-1. Astros all over the Nationals 9-1. Royals defeat the Braves 1-0, and the Cubs defeated the Brewers 10-3. If the Giants score, yeah, if they score 2 here, it's over. Bounce to football. I know, I always have to get a football reference every single stream. We will win 1 game against the Rockies because of Skeens. Well, I mean, we still lose even with Skeens. All right, so Matson is going to be out there for the bottom of the 10th. Casey Schmidt will be leading off here. Jung-Hoo Lee will be the ghost runner at second. Matson sets, looks back at Lee, and delivers. Schmidt pops it up. This is looking good for the Pirates as Sawinski can't seem to find it. He couldn't find it. Throws back into second on pop-up. Sawinski saying he couldn't find it. Oh, my goodness. Just like that, I said it was looking good, and now it's looking good for the Giants. Greg Brown is losing it in my left ear right now. He is going ballistic. Unbelievable. Yastrzemski will be at the plate. He's batting .231, OPS of .685, 8 homers, 28 RBIs. Just like that, the Giants, runners on first and second, nobody out. Lee looking back, and he was heading his way back. He thought it was going to be a routine catch, and then he headed to third and then had to go back to second. All right, Matson sets and delivers, showing bunt. The bunt is down. It's a pretty good bunt. Throws to first, gets him by a stretch. Out number 1, but both runners are in scoring position for the Giants. Yastrzemski does what he needs. All right, that's going to bring up Patrick Bailey. It's batting .205, OPS of .561, 2 homers and 28 RBIs. Again, runners on second and third as Matson sets. Looks back at Schmidt and delivers. That is way outside for ball 1. Bailey 0 for 2, and I believe he's walked as well. No, sack bunt. Pardon me. Sack bunt in the 8th. Yes, I know, Marine. I know, bro. I know. It's terrible. Typical Pirates, like I've said. How do you feel about the Pirates trading Brian Hayes to the Reds? I'm fine with it. I mean, we'll see how that prospect does. 1-0 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there, but not ruled a strike. So it's 2-0. Lee Carter. Yeah, no one's going to yell Carter. Sorry. 2-0 count. Matson sets and delivers. That's going to be just outside ball 3. 3-0 count. Everyone subscribe. I don't know about that. I don't think everyone's subscribed. No. It'd be nice. It would be nice. Matson sets on the 3-0. And fires. That's going to be fouled back. He had the green light, I guess, as it's now 3-1. Of course, bases loaded really wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here, as it'd be a force on any base, of course. As Matson sets on the 3-1. He delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Trisk hates the umpire. 500 subs, yeah, that'd be. We'll see. I hope so. 3-2 count. Matson needs his best pitch right here as he sets. He's still set. And he delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 95 upstairs. Matson was set forever, and I think that may have messed with Bailey. 1,000 IQ play from Matson, as that'll bring up Heliot Ramos. Batting .268, OPS of .766, 14 homers and 50 RBIs. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Bring on the robo-umps. I know there's a lot of pull for that. Actually, I don't know if I'm 100% for that, to be honest. I can tell you why after. 0-1 count. Matson sets and delivers. That is way upstairs for ball one. 1-1. Runners on second and third. 2 outs, bottom of the 10th. Pirates clinging to a 2-1 lead. Matson sets and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike two. Can't seem to catch up to the 94-mile-per-hour fastball. Again, I mean, that doesn't sound fast anymore, but his off-speed stuff is really good. As Matson sets on the 1-2. He's set still and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The Pirates have just swept the Giants, and the Giants have fallen below 500 for the first time in a long time. I don't even know if they've been below 500 this year. Oh, that's a killer. Raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates get the sweep. The Giants will fall to 54 and 55. I'm very, very sorry, Giants fans. I know I have a lot of Giants subscribers. I know a lot of Giants fans were here, but man, that was a great game. The Pirates holding on and getting a win. They are now winners of 5 in a row, as they will rest tomorrow and take on the Rockies, where I just know they're going to lose that series 2 of 3. You just know it's going to happen, Pirates fans. You just know it's going to happen. Giants, again, I think you guys are you're still okay. But, yeah, you got to start thinking, what in the world is going on? Losers of now 6 in a row. That is tough. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play action. I really do appreciate you guys for tuning in. It was a fun day. Fun experience. It was fun. Dilated, swept by the worst. Yeah, it's tough. You really hate to see it. I wonder if the Steelers will raise a jolly Aaron Rodgers. Drake's like, okay, Trisk. Reconsidering go. No, you still got to go. You never know. I'm sure it'll be a fun experience. There's the box score to my right, your left. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. It's been fun, folks. You guys all have a great one. Again, feel free to definitely like and subscribe if you like what you saw today. Been doing this again since opening day, and of course football is just right around the corner. I'll be doing a lot of NFL and college football, and it's not just Steelers. I promise you, I will be doing every Steelers game, but I'll also be doing other football games as well. It's not just a Pittsburgh channel. Primarily a Pittsburgh channel, but of course we'll be doing a lot of football. Again, I'm just a football fan in general. Baseball fan as well, though more of a football fan. Everyone is a star. Again, thank you guys for coming out. And as far, I forgot who asked about the robo-umps. So the reason I'm actually, and before I go, I do want to say this. So the reason I'm actually against the robo-umps, and I know it'd be good, but I like the human aspect of it, and I like the fact that when the umpires make a bad call, it's something that we can all like unite on and like get mad over. I feel like I don't know, if that goes away, I think it'd be kind of, I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, it's something that we can all like, yeah, no, that's horrible. Like, it's a terrible call, and I think that's always fun to like bring up, like, oh, that's a terrible call, blah 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 blah. So I don't know, that's probably a dumb thing, but Anyway, definitely catch y'all later. You guys all have a great one. I will see you guys tomorrow for the Hall of Fame game. I don't think I do a doubleheader today. Again, I'm going to be busy here in the afternoon and evening time, but I'll be back tomorrow night. If you guys want to listen to a little bit of the Hall of Fame game, I'll be doing my best as I warm up for the football season. So I will hopefully see you then. You guys all have a great one, and I'll see you guys next time. Y'all have a great rest of your day.